This is Laura and Stefano behind the camera. Say hello.
Hello, Stefano.
And thank you. From www.method.it. And we are here with Mr. Freedom Call.
Hello.
Hello.
Mr. Freedom Call.
Mr. Freedom Call. It's the first time someone says this to you.
Not really.
No?
No, not really. But generally I see Freedom Call as a band, and I try to push the band, not myself. So I'm the last warrior of the former lineup of Freedom Call, and but so we are a new member, an old new member. So Ilka is back to Freedom Call. So we are two persons from the former lineup.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, it's 15 years of hard activity. Let's share with us some good memories, some important moments.
Yes, so 15 years I couldn't believe when I heard this from my record company. They told me, hey Chris, you have 15 years anniversary next year. I said, no, it's not possible. 15 years? And then he was right, so it's really 15 years, so the time is flying. So we were constantly on tour and made new albums, and then the time is running away. You can't notice it.
Running, really running. And which is your favorite Freedom Call album?
Oh, that's a...
And which is the one also you like? So
So
tell us.
I'm usually not listening to my music.
Why?
No, because I did it, and if you worked for a month or over a year on the same material, on the same songs, I think then
so when
it's
it's
enough. If you finish the product, I do not listen to the album maybe 1 or 2 years, and then it was a good opportunity to listen to the old stuff when I had to build up the collection for the best of album. So I heard the songs of the first album, The Stairway to Fairyland, maybe the first time since 10 years. So like We Are One or Tears Falling. I said, oh, wow, good band. Good singer, who is that? Yeah, that was much fun to listen to the old stuff.
Yeah.
And the chronicle order.
Okay.
And then I could notice the development of the band, and the kind of songwriting, the kind of arrangements, and yeah, it changed a little bit, but in my opinion, in a positive way. So because we are making our experiences during the songwriting processes and the productions and touring. Touring makes you mature.
It's a big part of...
We started as a virgin, and now we are brave hearts.
Wow, fantastic. So,
after 15 years.
About Ages of Light, we've got everything from it. So let's have an overview on each of these.
Stairway to Fairyland.
3 words.
We lost our virginity.
Yeah.
And we were very excited, and yeah, a dream came true. Yes.
Nice, sweet. Okay, put it here.
All right.
What about this?
A very hard. It was like a heritage. So if you released your first, okay, less words. Under Pressure, of course, of the good first album, so we need a good second album. We felt under pressure, we were nervous. What will happen? Do we have enough ideas? Do we have enough material? Is it good enough? And very proud to be in a situation that we would get the chance of the record company to make a new album. Yes.
Okay, let's go on for this.
That was a very quick work, very fast songwriting, and it was a spontaneous idea of our record label. It's only released in France and Japan. and so it's I think it's like it's a Twilight Zone album. Because it's not really existing. No, because it's only France and Japan. So yes, but I love the songs. But it's a little bit it's all a bit short albums.
Okay, let's go on.
Yeah,
Then we have
that's the brightest age of light. So I think it's the most successful album of Freedom Call, and for the people we have the most hits, the most popular songs. They are always longing for when we're playing concerts. We never will play a concert without Warriors. But we do not get tired. We play this.
this is important.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here we are.
The first Freedom Call in pictures. We had only one chance to record this DVD, and we had no plan B. So I know exactly, it was winter, it was December, when I had problems with my voice, something, no chance to repeat it, so, but it was working well. Yes. But generally, I do not like to see myself on TV.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was who's this fat guy in the middle of the stage?
Oh, fat guy, come on.
Oh, that is the original cover artwork of a fantastic artist of Paul Gregory from England. Oops. But we changed it because we felt a little bit, under pressure again, because the press and the people said, Freedom Call, it's for children. And we changed two things. In the first song, there's a children choir. The first song of this childish artwork with lots of colors, and we already gave the artwork to the record label as a master, and then next day I said, stop! Stop the production! We have to change. Then we changed it into this sepia color, and we cut out this children choir. We just were scared of being too ridiculous for the metal fans. But now, as a review, I said, fuck this shit. That's Freedom Call. We like children choir, so give it to the people. Fuck it.
Right.
But we were young, and we needed the money.
And so,
But we didn't get.
go on with that.
Oh yeah, the first live album of Freedom Call, and it was a very exciting tour. We supported Blind Guardian in 2002, I think, or 3, like this, and we played for many people. So in Germany they are very big, and this picture is taken at the Düsseldorf Philipshalle. It's more than 8,000 people, sold out. And the small Chris, it's me, has to went out on stage, and I really was so excited. And after the show, I couldn't remind the show, so it was gone. It was like a cut out of my life, but it's cool.
Sweet.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Firstly, I like this album very much because it's a little bit different. Not so many fast songs. But I think the people were a little bit afraid of when they were listening to this album that we are leaving our direction of music. This typical or traditional Freedom Call, the fast, nice melodies, and also the lyrics are a little bit more serious about problems of the society, whatever. Yeah, I can repeat, I like this very much, but I think that is not really on point of the traditional Freedom Call music what we're doing. But I'm proud to have an album like this.
And we are too.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, Legend of the Shadow King. It's the first concept album of Freedom Call. And so Freedom Call comes from this part in Germany, it's called Bavaria, where the great beer comes from, where all the Italians, especially Italians, loves to go to the Oktoberfest, to Munich. And there lived the King Ludwig II. It's 18 to 19th century. And he was a very special king because he was totally freaked out in culture and he supported culture very much, the classical music like Richard Wagner, the composer. And he was a little bit crazy. And that's what we love to. I think he was, King Ludwig II was, for me, similar like a rock star today. I think he had lots of money and he did only stupid things. And yeah, the music is a little bit dark sound sounding, caused of this concept, because he was also a little bit depressive king, and you can't write only a happy sounding album when you're writing a concept about a sad and depressive person. But very good thing. Buy it.
Buy it.
Buy all this.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, our current masterpiece. Yeah, I think I'm very close to this album, so I didn't. It's not. It doesn't leave my body and my mind already. So I'm still into the songwriting process and still with my emotions to this, and it's written very close to our life situation we have with Freedom Call, and that means when we are on the road, we are very tight, the band members, and we have lots of fun, have much party, and yeah, so when I see this cover, I see pictures of touring and being on stage, talking to fans. Yeah, makes me feel good. And yeah, good songs. And special songs like Sun in the Dark. It's a totally different style we never did before with Freedom Call. It's cool.
Buy it.
Buy it. Buy this. We're buying it now.
Talking about this years of activity of yours,
Yeah.
15 years, we were saying, you organized a huge amount of concert. It's quite like a way to say, happy birthday, Freedom Call.
Thank you. Thank you.
Which is the importance of live concerts for a band like yours, in
Yeah.
your opinion?
I think it's different. So there are existing some bands, they are more concentrated, or their
Yeah.
focus is more on the studio work, and they're happy to be in the studio in a basement without windows, and they love that. So I'm also love that, to work on new material, but I'm happy when it's done. So and
So the stage is
it's
your dimension.
Yeah, it's the pre-work to go on tour. You have to make an album, then you can go on tour. So it's like go out to be free, and yeah, and that is exactly the situation where Freedom Call can show the people their abilities to make music. Because in the studio everything is possible.
Yeah.
You do not need you do not need to be the best performer. You can do a lot of things with a tape machine or the computer or whatever. And I think in the live situation, you're very close to the audience or to your listeners. They are buying the records, and you can establish. Yes, exactly. And that is very important for Freedom Call, to go out, to go to the people, to look into their eyes during the concerts, and then you can read in their eyes much more than you can read in magazines or whatever. It's because it's a very subjective opinion of their journalists, because they do not writing, okay, it's a good performance, but in my subjective opinion, it's not my style. They're writing, no, it was not a good concert. So, and the people can come to see Freedom Call, and they can have their own opinion about that.
Yeah, like that. And all along these years, I noticed that you succeed in making a sort of freedom code culture. I mean, you succeed in making your own sounds. That is, I listen to a track and this is freedom code.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
It's so good. It's so cool.
Yes.
And what do you think about that? And because your sound is so happy, it's so playful, and do you think that people need to hear something like that?
Yes. So I can't say that they need to hear something like that, but they need happiness.
Yeah.
Everybody needs happiness. I think it's a longing for harmony for everybody. Nobody can tell me, no, I prefer the dark and blue, I don't like the shadow. But you
No
have
way.
problems with your skin or whatever. But I think everybody's looking for harmony, and I think the real life is hard enough. So you have problems with your job, with your family, with a relationship, whatever. Lots of problems.
So music is a way
and-
to escape from all of this.
And so maybe the people have a chance to take one of our CDs to listen to that 5 minutes or 2 minutes, and maybe we can give them a possibility to leave some problems or all their problems for a short time. Then we won. That's our aim to give the people. Nothing more. So we do not have a special message. Change the world. There's nothing.
So simple.
Freedom
Be
Code
happy.
just wants to make you happy and wants to entertain you. That you
We
feel good.
are!
That you feel good after listening to our music or after visiting one of our concerts. And so we can guarantee that you will be in a better mood than before. That's it, very easy.
Fantastic. Tell me about you. Which are the bands that influenced you the most?
Hard question. So because I told you I do not listening to my to my own music, but I'm also not listening so much to music anyway. Because I'm working every day in my studio, or I'm playing maybe close to 100. It's not my voice, it's a bass drum.
I think we should stop
Okay,
and
no
continue.
problem.
Okay. Next question is: are you working on something new? I mean, new album?
Volumen.
What?
Altså volumen.
Are you working on a new album? What?
The people were thinking
on a new album, new stuff, whatever?
what? Of course we have to.
What?
Because we will be very busy in touring this year. It was not planned before, because this year was a little bit saved for songwriting and find new inspiration. But our tour was growing and growing, and so we play in the shows in Italy and in France. We go into Sweden, and this year we will go the first time in our history of 15 years to South America.
Wow.
We go in August. We play in a big festival in Chile.
Chile, wow.
And then our agency, they are already trying to find more shows. I think it's in discussion is Paraguay and Peru and Mexico and so on. So it will be a good summer.
I think so.
Yes, and in
Do
this
you like
break,
Chile?
I have Chile. Yes, Chile. I like that very much.
Okay,
You
let
mean
us
the
know
spicy-
if the original one
Yeah.
is good.
Yes, I will tell you. And in this breaks between the shows and the tourings, we have to write a new album. And I want to, realize this process very quick, because we're in a very good condition, in a good shape this time, and we have to use this
energy.
power and energy we have this time. And writing new songs. They're very good new ideas, and I don't mind that we will have a break in our inspiration or new ideas. Hopefully we can release the album early next year. Go on tour again.
Let's see.
Yes.
Okay, in the lineup we have noticed a very good thing. Iker.
Yes,
Did
he's
you
back.
He's
the
back.
lost son is back.
How did you get in touch with him? Is he playing as a session for this tour, or he is going to stay?
Oh, he already played a couple of shows last year because our bass player before, he became daddy. Got a daughter, and his life changed. Yes, now he's not in retire, but he's settled down. So, and I can understand that very well. So that he wants to take care of his family, his baby, and he can't leave his home for more than 1 week or 1.5 weeks. But I think it's the wrong person, because we want to tour more than 1 or 1.5 weeks. And we had the same situation last year, so Ilka played the most of the shows we played last year for Freedom Call. Yeah, and then it was the logical solution to ask him to come back to your family, and I think he's also
And he
happy.
answered to the
I think
call.
he's also happy to come back, and we also have a new drummer, because of a similar situation, but he didn't get a baby, but he has to work. He has a regular job as a musician.
Musician, not regular job.
Musician, it's not a work. It's not a.
No, it's not work. No.
Why?
Long sleep, beer as breakfast, and chicks and drugs.
Rock and roll.
No, I'm
Sex,
kidding.
drugs, and
Rock
rock
and
and
roll.
roll. It's the rule.
Yes, but in reality there is less space for things like this. And Klaus Sperling, our previous drummer, he is too busy with his work, his regular work. We noticed it when we come into the end of the year, that his free days were out. So we had to ask Rami, our new drummer, Rami Ali, that he can help us. And now it's the logical solution to bring him in the lineup. And he comes from my hometown, so it's very easy to handle. And we not have only new members of the band, we have new friends.
Friends,
But
yeah.
yes,
Wow.
that is very cool.
It's cool
You will
because
see that during the show.
you see that despite of difficult situation, there's a big sense of brotherhood. I mean,
Exactly.
friends that
Yeah.
come to
Yeah.
help you with, I don't know, recordings, touring.
Exactly.
It's a big family.
And so all the previous members of Freedom Call, we never lost the connection to them. For example, on this the Best of album, that previous members were into the recordings.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
our former drummer Daniel Zimmermann and Klaus and Rami were drumming, and Ilka and our previous bass player and Seydev, the Lana from the Eternity album. I called him and said, please play a guitar solo. And he did. So we never split or quit with band members in trouble. So
Fantastic.
yes,
Big family, big lovely family.
yes, but I think if you're making music or you have these expression of a positive and optimistic band like Freedom Call is, I think it doesn't fit together if we would hit ourselves and go with trouble and have a war with all the previous members. So I think it would be, it would not be honest.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, it is fantastic. Everything is fine.
Okay. Let's see you tonight
Yes.
during the show. And thank you for your time.
I thank you very much. It was
Thank
a very
you for
nice
your
talk
time.
to you.
Thank you for this nice talk. And bye bye.
Bye bye.